Yes, here we go. Hello, internets. Welcome to some more Let's Play City of Heroes. I am Monsoon. Today we're going to be playing as my Warshade, Misplace. Been a couple of days since I last played. One thing that has changed a little bit, I'm not sure how well you can see it because tiny text is tiny, but I've moved all of my characters into a new supergroup. The Monsoon's Waifus group is gone. But they're all in the Suffers from Altitis supergroup, along with all my wife's characters. Basically, just a place for all of our alt characters to be. So this is my Warshade. Her name is Misplace. And one thing that's special about Warshades is they can shapeshift and have different powers. So your Warshade as a human is kind of blastery, a little bit of control, but where they really shine is in the debuffs and such. Um, but they can switch into the Dark Nova form, which looks like this. People like to call it the squid form because tentacles and such. That is what a Dark Nova looks like. They are glass cannons. They have pretty much zero defenses, but as you can see, they get a 45% damage bonus just off the top. And they can fly. And then we have the Black Dwarf form, which is sometimes called the lobster. And they are big, kind of slow. They can teleport. And they're kind of the opposite of the Nova. They are tanky, but don't do a huge amount of damage. Alright, so that's Warshades in a nutshell. They've got buffs and debuffs they can use. Well, it's a play style that lends itself well to switching between forms a lot, going back and forth between the various things. Actually, we've got Shadowstar, the Warshade contact, has something for me. In the wake of Archon Swan's revelation about an anti-Nictus faction within the Council at the end of the Cosmotron incident, we've been monitoring the Council very closely, looking for any trace of this group within the Council. Now Moonfire thinks that she's found something and has asked for you to speak to her on Striga Island. Alright. I'll let Moonfire tell you what she's found herself. This could be very interesting indeed. And rather than walking there myself, I'm going to use my little macro that will just bloop take me right to my base. And then I'll teleport for the base. But yes, this is the Suffers from Altitis base, such as it is. Whole bunch of salvage storage racks, merit vendor, crafting table, mission computer, enhancement storage, so that I can basically come in here on my high level character, grab salvage out of storage, crafty craft, chuck it into enhancement storage, and then switch over to my lower level characters and grab the stuff that they need. So see here. This one should have my teleporter to Striga Isle. Yep, Striga Isle. Bloop. Off we go. And let's see. Let's reselect my mission. And it actually put me up right next to Moonfire, which is handy. Hello there, Moonfire. You and your... I'm not sure what you're wearing, but that looks like it's skin all the way down. And of course, if we move the camera around, it is indeed all the way down. Giggity. That Peacebringer booty. Alright, I'm glad that you've chosen this task, Misplace. I've been closely monitoring Council communications, seeking some evidence of a conspiracy against the Nictus within their ranks. I have discovered that a group of Council soldiers have been tasked with a deadly experiment to employ newly developed weapons against the banished Pantheon in a live-fire test. What drew my interest was that this test is being concealed from nearly all the factions of the Council, but particularly from Requiem, Arkan, and the Center. It is my belief that these new weapons may be under development with their sights set on the Nictus. Therefore, it is imperative that they are recovered and examined. You should also look for the leader of these soldiers, a man named Captain Dawson, and defeat him to find any information he carries. Alright, so, let's go do the thing. Squid form to fly out there. You'll notice I can't use my other human form powers while I'm in squid form. Sorry, Nova form. This might actually be kind of low level. But in we go. Let's see what we got. Large sections of Striga have been overrun by the banished Pantheon, and these caverns appear to be full of the creatures. Pop that secondary mutation as usual. Let's go ahead and be sneaky stealthy. Nothing yet. A whole lot of nothing so far. Oh, there's some dudes. Okay, they actually are level 30, so... Okay, we will want to hit this guy with a hold. Do my buff my damage, and then start firing. Where are you going? Wasn't done with you. The stealth again. Oh, there's the dude, and a dude that he's fighting. We will want to hold him. And just for grins, we'll go lobster. Hey, I found a tip. Drain the endurance from the bodies. Clue found. What's the clue say? These orders are marked for Captain Dawson only. They lay out the plan to test these new weapons against possession-capable entities like the banished Pantheon before trying them out against a hostile alien. These weapons are based off the Void Hunter's quantum array guns, but have been tuned very differently. These weapons are specifically designed to work against Nictus and people with implanted Nictus fragments. My goodness. Looking at myself on the preview feed and... Oi! My hair! Oh, where's my hair gone? I'll tell you where it went. The same place the last 10, 20 years went. Alright, call Shadowstar. Moonfire was correct. These weapons appear to be tuned specifically to fight beings like the Nictus. I guess that they'll have a strong effect against creatures of the Pantheon as well, since they are controlled by an energy being of sorts. What I don't understand is why a werewolf and a galaxy archon were helping to test them. There's more going on here, and I think that this is just the beginning of something big. Fear unmoving on Striga Isle. We have some people looking at the quantum dispersal weapons you've recovered, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions about what was going on in those caves. One of the things that troubles me is if they were testing on anti-Nictus weapons, why were werewolves and galaxy troops helping them? We've done some investigation and found the base where Archon Booker was stationed. There may be some clues to his motivations there if you can get in and retrieve them. Well, Booker isn't talking, but others did mention that he kept journals. If you can find them, it might help us why he's conspiring against the Nictus. It might also identify other members of the conspiracy. You only need to find Booker's journals. If you want to fight or you have to fight, you can, but it's not necessary. Basically saying you can stealth this mission if you want. over there. I'll swim for part of it, but then run. Now, another thing about the Peacebringers and Warshades is that because they are a merging of an energy being with a human host, there are weapons that will disrupt that connection and do lots of damage to Keldians, which is what as a whole the two archetypes together are called Keldians. So into the door we go. So basically, it boils down to there are certain mob types that you'll find in the game with quantum or void in the name that will do lots of damage to an unprepared Nictus or Keldian. See, these guys don't have one, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. Well, she did say I don't have to fight, but not that I couldn't fight. Pardon me. Be stealthy again. See, that's a quantum. We do not want to let him live. We want to take him out of the picture fast. So we'll hit him with hold. And he's no longer a problem. Give me some of that health. There's another quantum over there. Sneaky, sneaky, stealthy stealth. I see a glowy. Kind of forgot that buff has a 2-hit check, so if I don't hit him, I don't get the buff. Kind of annoying that way. Alright, we found a clue. What's the clue? This handwritten journal was written by Francis Booker and details his early years in the Council. He spends pages talking about the first time he met Arakan after distinguishing himself in battle and the honor he felt when he was selected to become one of the Galaxy troops. He also spends several pages describing his disgust for Requiem, whom he regarded as an egotist and Arakan's enemy. It is not until the last few entries that a note of discord is struck. Arakan told us all today. Now I know the truth, and it sickens me. I can't believe I once relished this power. I feel it growing in me, changing me. The others don't seem to mind, but I feel it like a cancer eating away at who I once was. Alien thoughts and feelings welling up every second I don't fight to push them back. I don't even know if I'm human. But now that I've learned the truth of their plans, I know that human or not, I have to fight them while I still can. Unfortunately, Booker makes no further mention of what the truth he learned was. Well, that's interesting. Alright, let's be sneaky stealthy. What's down here? Yeah, super speed does give it a bit of a boost to your stealth. So super speed and his stealth ability combined are enough to make you functionally invisible to most mobs. Uh-oh. Missed it. Ow! Yeah, see how much damage he did? Yeah, those quantum assholes really hurt. Any quantums in here? I don't see any yet. Nothing that I'm seeing. Let's grab the glowy first. You found some more of his notes. What's this one say? Booker's recent journal. This handwritten journal was written by Archon Francis Booker. This journal covers the last year or so of his life to the present. He describes being contacted by Archon Swan about his growing dissatisfaction and unease as a galaxy soldier. We went to the meeting place to find Swan talking to a werewolf. Fighting nearly broke out until Swan got us all to realize how much we had in common. After we talked, we found we had a lot in common, like we all felt the monsters in us now. The next night, Swan took us all to meet with Archon Coster. He told us about the group, he told us about their plans, and all of us agreed that Nictus must be stopped no matter the cost. Much of the rest of the journal talks about bringing in more galaxy troops who feel uneasy with their transformations, all the while carefully avoiding the majority who exult in their new power. A little bit of dissension in the ranks. The plot sickens. Alright, let's call that in. These journals are interesting reading. Booker clearly feels like he's being transformed into something he doesn't like by the Nictus fragment implants he received. He chose to fight against it by joining this group, knowing full well that if they succeeded, it could be the death of him. I just wonder what he learned about Archon that made him snap. More practically, we know about Archon Swan and have him in custody. However, Archon Coster is a new name to this investigation, and from the journal it sounds like he was closer to the conspiracy than Swan. We'll start investigating immediately. We've done some research on the name you found in Booker's journal, Archon Coster. It turns out that Coster runs a research-oriented facility on Striga Island, a research facility that was working on new applications of Archon's quantum technology. I think we may have learned what these new applications are. We've been able to locate Coster's facility, and I would like you to go in and catch him there. Catching Coster is the most important thing. He can tell us more about the conspiracy, and anything he says about these quantum dispersal guns could help Dr. Winslow and his team to reverse engineer them. He may not be willing to talk, so also keep an eye out for any other information you can find. Okay. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Now, it looks like that's just the other side of this building. So we go around. Yep. And we go to the thing and into the new thingy. The doobie. Hoobity-doobity. You realize that something's gone wrong the moment you walk in. Several dead guards and bullet-riddled zombies alert you to the banished Pantheon's presence. Bum bum bum. Quantum. Kinda hurts, dude. Cut it out. Just have to slurp up some health and endurance from your dead body. And that of your friends. Oh, speaking of dead bodies. Alright, just making sure we don't have any quantums nearby. have to be in human form to click the glowies, but I find it a little more appropriate, like for role-playing reasons. You have found the remains of a banished Pantheon husk destroyed by Council weapons fire. Like the idea that squiddy form can't really manipulate things properly, so you have to switch to human. Howdy, boys. Next. Slurp a little over him. Anybody else in here? There's a couple of dudes. I think the banished Pantheon dudes are a little bit resistant to dark damage, dark energy, which is what the sort of damage that Warshades deal. Alright, turn on the stealth again. Zombies up ahead. I can hear them through the walls. Oh, wow. There is a quantum in that group, and that is a big group. Pop that. Pop that. Okay, the big group means big damage buffs. That went well. And I heard a glowy in there somewhere. Another dead body, probably nothing important. Yep. Another zombie that's been riddled with bullets. If you're gonna be making me go to sleep like that, that's no fun. glowy, glowy. Still boring. Nothing more. Oh, a council soldier that's been killed by the Pantheon. So that wasn't a zombie body, that was a human body. That one was more freshly dead. As opposed to undead, reanimated, and then re-dead. As the necromancers today, reduce, reuse, reanimate. Necromancers also like to say that it's really easy to raise a family. They tend to be buried close to each other. Where are you going? Y'all just wandering around, doing whatever, just doing your own things? Okay then. Maybe they won't see me. Alright, I'll take it. Don't need to kill every last dude. What was that clue anyway? You found these orders on Archon Swan's computer. They authorize the transfer of several captive scientists to another facility controlled by a fellow conspirator named Archon Stone. From the date, the move was very recent. Alright, so once again, we've got a bunch of dudes all lined up for a party. Ow, ow, ow. Ouch, that's my everything. Ow, that hurt. Yeah, I didn't go into that quite as prepared as I thought I was. He's level 24. Why he was only level 24. But oh well, he won't complain too much. Place, I have important information. I hear a glowy. Is it this glowy? Examine the body, examine the body. That one was Archon Coster. You found the body of Archon Coster. It looks like a Pantheon totem crushed him before he even fired a shot. Alright. Well, then let's get out of there and report in and say, well, he came down with a case of the deads. But I did get to manage to get some other information. I should have seen it coming. The conspirators had a traitor in their midst. That's politics as usual within the council. However, that puts us on an accelerated timetable. Once Arakan knows that her man has been killed, she's sure to act before the remaining conspirators escape. If she captures those scientists or the conspirators' weapons, we may never see them again. From now on, this is a race to the bottom of this conspiracy. Well, the information you recovered from Archon Coster's base has led us to the location of the base where the scientists the conspiracy had kidnapped are being held. We've been monitoring the base to plan a strike. Now that Arakon's double agent in the conspiracy has been killed, she'll likely move quickly to round up the conspirators. We were hoping we could find the right chance to send you in, but our monitors have intercepted distress calls from the base. They're being overrun by the banished Pantheon. It's imperative that those people are rescued from the council before something happens to them. There's another target to consider, along with rescuing the scientists. Archon Stone, one of the other conspirators, is the commander of this base. If you can capture him before Archon's operatives or the banished Pantheon can get to him, he could be a valuable source of intelligence. Well, pardon me. Time to leave that on a cliffhanger because we are a little over the 30-minute mark. And, amusingly enough, it's once again just the other side of the building that we happen to be standing next to. Wouldn't surprise me if it even turned out to be the same door we went in for the previous mission. It might even be. I don't think so, though. Anyway, looks like we're going to be calling it a night for this one. So, as usual, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, because I certainly did. It was fun times for me. And until next time, enjoy the games that you play. See you later.